Top 10 Best Stealth Fighter Jets. Stealth jets have the ability to shoot off into the wild blue yonder and then appear out of the blue, undetected by radar systems. So which stealth fighters can go climb high into the sky before giving others the slip? Stealth technology is still new, and many states are in the process of developing stealth fighters as either advanced 5th or 6th generation jets. So far, only the United States and Israel have deployed stealth jet fighters in combat. The United States has had and deployed stealth fighters since the 1989 invasion of Panama. Since then, they've been deployed in the Gulf War, Kosovo and NATO involvement in the Yugoslav War, the war in Afghanistan, and Iraq War. Stealth bombers were used during the Libyan Civil War. Despite it being developed first for the United States Air Force, the Israeli Air Force was the first to actually use them in combat. In 2018, Israeli F-35s struck suspected Iranian targets in Syria following Iran launching of 32 rockets from Syria as part of their proxy war. And now, on to the top 10 stealth fighter jets of today. Stay tuned for more information. Hello guys, and welcome to our channel, Fighter Jets in Action. Please subscribe and like this video, and we love you for it. 10. Hal Amca. This stealth jet fighter being deployed from the Indian Air Force. Feasibility studies have been completed, and the AMCA is scheduled to be unveiled by 2024, with 4 prototypes in the first flight scheduled for 2025 and production scheduled for 2030. It is the only was announced that the stealth fighter jet had entered the development phase. The fighter's production is slated for 2025, though details remain scarce. However, early rumors have the stealth fighter possibly able to reach Mach 4.9 when completed. 6. Mitsubishi FX. This ongoing stealth fighter project in Japan is still in the early stages, with the timeline for its production released only in July 2020. A prototype is planned for 2024, the first flight test for 2028, and, if all goes well, mass production could begin as early as 2031. The Mitsubishi FX could serve as a replacement for around 90 Mitsubishi heavy industry F-2 jet fighters, which are slated to be retired around the mid-2030s. It is planned to include stealth technology, though given that the fighter is still in the early planning stages, information is obviously preliminary and limited. Nicknamed the Godzilla, there are no official specifications for the FX yet, but it is speculated that it may eventually have X-2 capability and be able to carry more missiles than the F-35. 5. Shenyang FC-31, also known as the J-31. This model remains in the prototype phase. 2 have been built for the Chinese Air Forces, and some have claimed that the production of the unit properly began in 2020, although this is unconfirmed. It is expected to function as an aircraft carrier-based naval fighter. The first test flight of the FC-31 was in 2012, with improvements and additions made in 2015. In June 2020, reports surfaced that another prototype has demonstrated even more improvements in the aircraft's ability to reduce its radar signature. However, information on the Chinese fighter jet is limited. The FC-31 is still something of a secret, but it's thought to measure 56 feet 9 inches, be able to reach Mach 1.8 via 2X RD-93 afterburn turbofans, and be capable of being armed with yet unknown air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles and bombs. 4. Sukhoi Su-57. Made by Sukhoi for the Russian Armed Forces, the Su-57 is the latest in the long line of Su fighter jets, which were the backbone of the USSR Air Force. This variant is brand new, having just been introduced in December 2020 after a lengthy development cycle. Production is expected to ramp up with the expectation of Russia possessing 76 Su-57s by the end of the 2020s. Turkey has expressed interest in the Su-57s if F-35 sales are cancelled, and Algeria and China have both reportedly explored potentially acquiring some, though their government officially denied such activity. The Su-57 is 65 feet 11 inches long, can reach Mach 2 via 2X Saturn AL-41F1 initial production turbofans, and can carry a wide variety of air-to-air, air-to-ground, anti-ship, and anti-radiation missiles, including the RVVMD, R-73, R-37M, KH-38ME, KH-59MK2, KH-35E, and KH-58 USHKE. 3. Chengdu J-20. Made by the Chengdu Aircraft Corporation for the Chinese Armed Forces, the J-20 was the third stealth fighter jet and the first one not created for the U.S. Air Force. That may not be an accident. A 2009 report by the Wall Street Journal claimed that the project had been compromised. A 2011 test coincided with Defense Secretary Gates' visit to China, though Chinese President Hu claimed it was coincidental. Nevertheless, the J-20's comparison to the F-35 has been seen as a potential threat to American air superiority, carrying political and military implications about another Cold War-esque arms race. The J-20 is 66.8 feet long. It's thought to top Mach 2, is powered by 2X Saturn AL-31 FM2 afterburning turbofans, has an operational range of 3,200 nautical miles, and carries PL-10, PL-12, PL-15, and PL-21 missiles as well as LS-6 precision-guided bombs. 2. Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. The next in the F-Series from Lockheed Martin, this advanced stealth fighter jet is one of the most state-of-the-art fighter jets in the world and is produced by the United States Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps, as well as the Royal Air Force. More than 610 F-35s have been built as of January 2021. It uses radar-absorbent materials, RAM, to minimize the radar cross-section, RSC, thus making it stealthier. Stealth-enhancing design features include serrated and radar-absorbent fiber matte skin, angles which reduce radar and visual signatures, and Lundberg lenses for added stealth. The F-35 is 51.4 feet long, has a wingspan of 35 feet, can reach 1.6 Mach speed via a Pratt & Whitney F-135 PW100 afterburning turbofan, and can be armed with a 25mm GAU-22 A4-barrel rotary cannon and many different air-to-air/ship and anti-ship missiles and bombs. 1. Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. Made by Lockheed Martin for the United States Air Force, the F-22 entered service back in 2005. The Air Force claimed at the time that it was unmatched by any known aircraft. In 2007, two F-22s stationed at Elmendorf Air Force Base were scrambled to intercept Russian Bear H bombers. Despite Defense Secretary Robert Gates' reluctance to deploy them in Iraq, F-22s later intercepted an Iranian F-4 Phantom II in 2013. Defending an MQ-1 Predator drone off the Iranian coast. In 2014 to 15, F-22s were deployed in Syria, dropping 270 bombs at 60 different locations, and struck pro-Assad forces in 2018. The F-22 is 62 feet 1 inch long, can reach Mach 2.25 via 2X Pratt & Whitney F-119 PW100 augmented turbofans, and are armed with a 20mm M61A2 Vulcan rotary cannon and air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles, including 6X AIM 120 AMRAAMs and 2X AIM 9 Sidewinders. Well, that's it guys for today. Hope you liked this video and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell for the most recent updates on fighter planes.